Melissa, and this is a quick tour of Showit if you're just getting started. It's really easy to use, and if you use anything like Lightroom or Photoshop, you'll find lots of the things inside it really familiar. So there are some main areas of Showit, and I'm going to show you what those are to start with. The first area we're going to look at is over here. It's the Pages area, and all of these things around the outside can be hidden with the little arrows, and that's just how it is in Lightroom, so you've probably seen that before, and revealed. So I tend to work with them all open unless I need to see the screen a bit bigger. If there's something you particularly want to see on the screen, you've always got your little tool here, your zoom tool, and you can zoom in and look at different parts of the page and move it around. Okay, so over here on the left hand side we've got a Pages tab and a Layers tab in this panel. So the Pages is really straightforward. This is how you get around your site, and I'm going to click onto the home page here. You can tell it's set as the home page because it's got that little orange house there to show that. If you were going to set your home page differently, you can right click or command click and you can change which page is the home page if you need to. So when you're on the home page, it's fairly straightforward, and I think the thing to remember with Showit sites is that not all of the things on the page load every time you change the page, and that's really important. So I'm just going to show you the page structure and what's underneath it. So you can see that there are some things which are in the foreground, some things which are on the page itself, which is here, and some things which are in the background. Okay, the things which aren't on the page itself won't change if you move to a different page. That means they will stay there all the time. So if we were to select the logo by clicking on it, and we look over here, you'll see that there it is. It's sitting there as one of the layers, which is in the foreground area. And the reason you don't want everything to change every time you move pages is because it would make the site very slow to load and very jerky, and to watch it reloading every single thing on the page every time you change pages. So we're really clever, and we make sure that we put lots of things permanently there so that we don't have to change lots of things every time the page changes. So you probably don't need to worry too much about layers, but if you ever see something popping up and you can't work out why it keeps popping up and it's on a wrong page, it's possible you've accidentally dragged something from the page to a permanent layer or vice versa. And you can see that these little yellow folders are called style groups. That's what Showit calls them. And if something is, if there's an item which is on every single page in that style group, you can tell by clicking on the little yellow folder and seeing all the things that are going to appear on every page inside that folder group. So what I'm doing now is just showing you the things which appear on every single page in the whole site, and you know that because this yellow folder is at the top of the whole site. So if we look at the layers, you can see here's all the background ones. There's the wooden background. If I select one of these are here all the time, these links. So if you're ever wondering why things don't seem to be in the right place, that's how you can find out by clicking on the yellow folders and finding out which style group they're in and moving them up and down. So that's probably all you need to know for now. If you were going to add another gallery to your site, for example, it's really easy to right click on, and then it's just going to move on to the page. It's really easy to duplicate a page, and it's as simple as that. If you have a page layout that you really like already, you can simply duplicate it and change the details and link up to it in the menu down there. Okay, so that's the pages and layers side of the side of things. On the right hand side here, this panel on the right, if you haven't got anything selected on the page, it will show you the settings which apply to the page as a whole. So things like the background colour, and you should also be able to see the styles of the headings and things which will have been set for your site. Generally, you don't need to worry about that too much. What we do use the right hand side for is first of all for editing anything. So if you select any item on the page, the panel on the right hand side will change to be an advanced panel. So first, on the first tab, it shows you the layout. This can be really handy if you want to know the size of things. So I've selected that slideshow, and I can immediately see it's 907 pixels wide and 598 tall. So if I was ever going to need to size something exactly to fit in an object, then that was where I'd be able to find it out really easily. You'll also find that some items on the page, let's select this little item down here, might be locked down. So when this opens up in a browser, it means that these little things that are locked to the right hand side will always stay on the right. And that's, if you're wondering why you can't move something, that's probably why it is. It's normally in there. Now, you can link any item that you can see to anything whatsoever. So this little Instagram symbol, I could link it to another page in the site, and all the pages are there for me to choose. I could link it to an email. I could link it to what I'm going to do, which is an Instagram URL. So I will simply type it in there